He said, I wanna rock.
Are we gonna be goofing off like this every day?
We're not goofing off. We're creating musical fusion.
Wow, you're amazing, dude.
Thanks. I like to play.
I'm a small reporter from Rolling Stone magazine that's in town to do an exclusive interview with Michael Jackson.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
It is time for the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown.
Hey everybody, this is Frank E, and you're listening to the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown. I got a guy for us all the way from Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Big Griff, and he is our first hip-hop / rap. Do you prefer hip-hop or rap?
It don't matter. Hip-hop, rap, it's all the same thing to me.
So I got our first hip-hop rap artist on the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown. And we were talking earlier. He says the weather is wonderful down there. It's 85 degrees and sunny.
Oof.
We're in Wisconsin right now, which obviously, as y'all know, we pre-record everything. And today it's looking like 40 degrees and nasty rain. And I'm not liking that at all.
Not good. Not good,
I'll
brother.
trade places with you in a heartbeat.
Come on down, man. Open doors. Come on down.
So, getting into the music of things, how long have you been doing this, and where did you come up with the stage name Big Griff?
Well, I've been doing it maybe like 4 years, but seriously, like paperwork business-wise, maybe a year.
Okay.
And the name Big Griff, you know, my last name Griffin, and the big came from when I look in the mirror and see this body shape of mine. I'm like, I got to put big on there. It goes together perfect.
There we go. Like the old clothing line, Big Daddy.
Perfect.
So now I know from where we're at here, where I'm from in Wisconsin, you don't see too much like local music shows for hip hop or rap. How is that in Florida? Is there a lot of shows like that down there, or?
Actually, they're like open mics like every night, like every single night. It's like $50. You go perform 2 songs, and you know they record you, and then the coast to coast thing, they go around and you can pay to perform a lot of places, but it's a lot of places to get your music out.
Okay.
If you just know how to use the internet and find things, but it's a lot of open venues and stuff to go.
Yeah, around here, in the Midwest where I'm from, you see a lot of rock shows. At least there's one going on at least every weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. There's a rock show, and I have a lot of friends that are in a lot of different rock and punk rock bands or metal bands. And there's a show going on every weekend. And that's actually what started me getting to do this podcast, is me noticing and going to their shows, and there just not being a draw like there should be.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm all about supporting the local music scene, which is why I start the hashtag support local music. Which you guys can see on the Facebook page of the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown, hashtag support local music, where I upload the podcast, as well as you'll see it on YouTube as well. But getting into the music scene, of why we're all here, I got a few of your tracks, but how many tracks do you have out exactly? Because I got 4 here. And how many are available, and where can people find it? Now, I know they can find some of your stuff on Reverb Nation and iTunes, but is there any other place that they can find it? Like if they go to a show in Florida, can they get it there?
Any show I'm at, I have CDs available, but if it's like out of state, they can just type my name in, Big Griff, and it'll pop up on Amazon, iTunes, Google Play, everywhere. Just type Big Griff Music and it'll pop up, guaranteed.
Okay. Nice.
But before we go ahead. You know how you said you like to promote Unsigned? We really, as Unsigned artists, appreciate stuff like this because it's a grind out here. And to finally see someone actually take the time to shows people like us some love, that's a blessing, man. Like that's real love right there.
That's what I'm all about, man. That's all that I'm about. Is like, honestly, if you look at my iTunes and you look at the most played, you know, when you go on iTunes, you see all nothing but local music in my top 25 most played. In my iTunes account, that's what it's all about. Now we're gonna go into one of your first songs here, a song that you sent over to me, which I really enjoyed, which was "The Devil's Hand."
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is the meaning behind "The Devil's Hand"? How did you come up with the song? And like, just tell us about the song before we spin it for him.
All right, okay. Well, it's this guy in Toronto named Stefano Pucciano. He's a film director, and he made a movie called The Devil's Hand. And somehow the way he got in touch with me and asked me would I be interested in providing the soundtrack for it. I'm like, of course. What do you mean? Like, yes. So we did the paperwork over. He told me what the movie was about, and I said, well, give me a week, and here we have it.
Now, is that movie like actually available out for people to?
I think he said it's going to be out this summer. It's an indie film, so it probably won't be in movies and stuff. But
well, you should send me a link over to that so I can check a look. I want to take a look at that. Now, is it like a horror movie or is it like a drama?
It's about these terrorists, and they good people, but they say they're like the devil or something just get in their head and make them want to do bad things. And they really don't want to, but that's just what it is.
That's all what it's about. So the terrorists got the devil getting in their head.
Yeah.
And they doing some bad things.
Yes. Yes.
All right. So guys, this is the first song we're going to spin for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be off the movie The Devil's Hand.
The Devil's Hand.
And the song is called The Devil's Hand. So check it out.
Getting high with the gang, we feel it in the air, something ain't the same. The temperature rise, I'm sweating on my cheek. Footsteps down the hall, you can hear the wood creak. My dog say to me he got that urge to purge. I felt the same way but didn't say a word. My mind fucked up, I'm ready for whatever. I'm pacing back and forth, I gotta get my shit together. Whoa Lord, oh Lord, order my steps. Good vibes to the right, but I'm leaning to the left. I'm in my gangster mode, call me Griff Pucciano. Headed up to Toronto, underlay nigga Prato. I'm out of control, got evil all in my soul. Made one false move and I'm letting it go. Man, this shit is fucked up, it's not part of my plan. And I'm starting to really think I've been touched by the devil hand.
Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me.
When you look deep in my eyes, you can see I'm in the zone. When I'm rolling with that chrome, leave me alone, I my God, ice in my veins, wanna do some bad things. No matter joy or pain, I does my thing. I felt a hand on my shoulder, he whispered in my ear. He said it's time to ride, the enemy's near. So we load up the K's, then we hop in the truck. Put that pedal to the metal, we ain't giving a fuck. When we go to do the dirt, no music, straight silence. Satan behind the wheel, that's some fucked up guidance. We all got some sins, some just like to pretend. Do some dirt, repent, and then they do the shit again. I'm a certified sinner with nothing to lose. Been cursed since birth, my daddy sang the blues. One thing about Griff, I always stand tall. In any situation, first thought, fuck y'all.
Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. I'm gonna reach up high, I'm gonna touch the sky. Not afraid of no human, I'm gonna take a stand, even against the devil's hand. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me. Oh, the devil's trying to get a hold of me.
So, guys, that was The Devil's Hand.
The Devil's Hand, baby.
The Devil's Hand, man. Are you going to have a video for this song? Are you going to try and shoot a video for it, maybe?
Yeah. He wanted me to fly up to Toronto, but he trying to make it a big, extravagant event. I'm like, I got to put time in because he want me up there for like a week and a half. I'm like, God damn, man, you know, I still got shit moving down here, but, you know, we're definitely going to make it happen.
Well, I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait for it. So now, did he find you on Reverb Nation, or how did he find you?
It's a guy, Giuliano Angelino. He's a film executive producer of films, and that's his buddy. And he heard my music through somebody, and he recommended me to this guy. So it's all a word of mouth type of thing. It was
word of mouth. So with getting into that, word of mouth, people got to find out about you somehow, and usually that's through social media and such like that. Now, that's how I find you. I found you through Reverb Nation. Now, I've never seen this guy at all, And like right now, like I said, you don't see video because I haven't got that far into it yet. I can only see the guy's mug. He got a still picture up. Now, he's a handsome guy. He's a good looking guy.
Thank you.
He's a good looking guy. I'm sure he gets numbers thrown at him left and right when he's up in the bar.
I'm not complaining. I do all right.
I do all right. Well, man, I only got 27 numbers this night, and man, my game is off. Now, as far as like social media goes, with Reverb Nation, Facebook, Twitter, all that, do you feel that has helped you with getting your music out there or reaching out to other individuals?
1,000%.
Okay.
Like the fact that Reverb Nation have the crowd pick options, that you pay the money and you have real people actually don't just say your song is cool, I like it. No. They give you a detailed reason on why they either like it, dislike it, what you need to improve. That's what I like. I like criticism. If you don't like it, tell me why you don't like it, so maybe I can work on this. Yeah. And it feels good to get genuine feedback on your stuff.
I know I had sent some of your music because I have a friend personally who's working on a movie right now, and he's actually in post-production, and he was like, hey, you got the podcast. Why don't you send me over some music, and then I can, take a look at it. And I was like, all right. So I sent him over one of your tracks and about, 4 or 5 other groups and sent like just one track from each artist. And I dropped my favorite track that I've heard of yours, which was Oh No.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, personally, like this was his own personal opinion. Now you're talking about criticism. He goes, I'm listening to it and he's talking about driving a Lamborghini. Now, me personally, I don't want to represent anyone that hasn't ever driven a Lamborghini. I'm like, I don't know if he hasn't drove a Lamborghini. Mm-hmm. But we can't say he did or did not because he assumed you were from Wisconsin. I was like, actually, he's from Florida. He's like, oh, well, maybe his friend has a Lamborghini, drove his. I don't know. So here's the question, Big Griff. Do you have a Lambo? Have you ever drove one?
I've drove one, but no, I don't own a Lambo. You can rent anything for a video for the weekend.
So
anything.
You haven't ever drove one. Okay, JB, he doesn't own one, but he has drove one.
Yes. It was yellow. It was a yellow one.
It was yellow.
Yes.
It was a nice, pretty yellow Lamborghini.
Yeah, a lot of my music, I don't like to lie, say things like, I don't talk about I sell all the drugs in the world. No, that's not really my thing. You'd never hear me say that in a song ever. So I don't kill people, none of that. Yeah.
See, now, social media, you say helps you. Now, do other artists find you through Reverb Nation? Or is it just fans that find you?
Well, it's a little of both, but when the artists reach out to you, it's pretty much, hey, I like your music. Come check out my page. Mm-hmm. It's not really nothing, no more than that. It's just, that's all. It's nothing major.
Now this is me exploring the hip-hop local scene because I've never been to a local hip-hop show. Now, I know as far as rock local shows, not saying I only listen to rock, I listen to every kind of music except country.
Okay.
I mean, I like, there is some country artists that I like, but it's not like the genre of music that I draw to. I'm more rock, metal, and hip-hop. Like, that's it. Rock, metal, and hip-hop. Don't get me wrong. I listen to everything. For example,
but you have your preferences.
I have preferences. Like, when I was growing up, the first, 3 albums or cassette tapes, as they were back then, that I had was NWA Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, boy.
I had ABBA Gold, and I had Def Leppard Hysteria. Now, those were the 3 albums that or 3 cassette tapes that I was just switching back and forth between. And my dad came in downstairs when I was jamming NWA, and he's like, what the heck is this? Why are they saying F the police? And I'm like, I don't know, it's just a song, Dad. And he's like, I don't want you listening to this crap. But at that point in time, when my cousin had got me NWA, I was getting really sucked into rap because it was something I never heard before. So it was interesting to me. And because I heard NWA, I went out and got 2 Live Crew. So I had took out NWA and put in 2 Live Crew, and my dad's walking out of my bedroom and he hears, oh, me so horny, oh, me so horny. My dad's like, what the hell is this crap? And I'm like, he's like, do you even know what horny means? And at this time, I'm like 12 or 13 years old. And he's like, do you know what horny means? And I'm like,
not really.
No. And he goes, you shouldn't be listening to that. So what does the young Frank E do? He then goes to his next tape, which he absolutely loved, which was Public Enemy Apocalypse 91. And my dad was like, what? He's like, why can't you listen to the music that I got you? And I'm like,
what was that?
Which my dad really got me into, like, Ozzy Osbourne and Deep Purple and Def Leppard and all that stuff.
Okay.
Because my dad was about the classic rock scene, you know what I mean? And my mom, who had got me ABBA and all that, was into, like, the disco. You know, my mom was a disco queen. That's neither here nor there. But when the rock shows perform here in the Midwest where I'm from, like bands will contact other bands and they'll put on a whole show where there's like 3 or 4 bands, sometimes more than that, where they do a whole show. Now, as far as the hip hop, like if there's a hip hop show, like do you contact like Jay-Z? Like, not saying that you contact Jay-Z, but like if Jay-Z was a local artist, would you be like, hey Jay-Z or hey Eminem, we're doing a show, why don't you guys come together and we'll put all 3 of us on the bill? Or how does that work? Because I've never been, like, I love hip hop, but I've never been to a hip hop local show.
Okay, it's pretty much the crabs in the bucket mentality when it comes to stuff like that. They don't believe in helping one another. You know, they're like a pitcher or stuff like that. But as far as helping someone else shine, I don't see it down here. I don't see it at all.
Okay, so now, like, could that just be like Florida local hip hop, or do you think that's how it is all around?
I think it's the culture of hip hop, but I don't want to say that's a blanket statement, but from right here locally, I say that's what it is locally.
Locally? Now, have you ever been to any other like local shows besides hip hop? Have you been to any rock shows?
No.
No?
There's not too many rock bands down here. Not that I know of. Like, they don't. I'm sure they have them, but it's not.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, as far as my knowledge, there really hasn't been too many rock bands that have came out of the Florida area.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I could be totally wrong, but now, obviously, we're talking about the hip hop, but what got you deciding to do hip hop? Like, no, not because you said you're not big into the rock scene, but we have other genres that could be branched off of hip hop and rap. You got the R&B and the soul. But what made you decide to go the route that you went rather than the other few routes?
You know, just how I'm brought up. You know, like you listen to. I mean, I listen to a lot of different music, but I was just mainly, like I said, brought up on the down south rap scene.
Like 3-6 Mafia?
Yeah, Trick Daddies. But I'm going to say this before I make it big and famous and it come out. I was the biggest, oh God, I can't believe I'm fucking saying this, NSYNC fan in the fucking world.
He was jamming Bye, everybody. You heard it here first.
Oh, word for word.
He knew the dance and everything.
Albums. One time I sent my girl in the store to go get Justin Timberlake to see me for me because I didn't want to be seen buying it. And the homies would look at me funny if they knew that was what I was listening to. They all listening to Tupac and stuff, and I got damn Justin Timberlake in my CD player. So I had, I was sitting on the back of the bus at school. I don't know why they blame me. So.
Big Griff is bringing sexy back. That's all we're saying.
Right.
He bringing the sexy back.
Damn right.
So now that we're kind of open Pandora's box a little bit there going into this next question.
Damn.
Who were some of your like biggest influences in music? Like, who inspired you? Now this could be music or non-music. Like, it could be like your mom, you know, or your dad, or Tupac or Justin Timberlake. Who inspired you, and who like molded your craft or helped you mold your craft, so to speak?
Well, it's nobody. You guys, I mean, it's a lot of local people, but in industry-wise, to throw some names out there like the Master P's, Rick Ross, Trick Daddy, a little Jay-Z. But, you know, back when I was coming up, we didn't hear a lot of – the internet wasn't as a big deal what it is now. So we couldn't really hear music from so many other places. So we were stuck on the local scenes down here. So pretty much anything in Florida influenced me growing up.
Now, don't say Flow Rider.
He wasn't. See, I'm a little. He wasn't out then.
See, I liked Flow Rider, but for some reason, like, because I used to DJ, and Flow Rider would get a lot of heat. I don't know why that is. I honestly don't know, but hey, it is what it is.
A lot
I like
of people hate on you when you don't make like the street music. They don't deal with you too tough, but. If you make music that you want to make, it's your music. Like, I can't. If I ain't never been in the streets, I can't make street music.
Right, exactly.
Then you're gonna call me fake. So I make what I know.
So
and now you know.
Going because you dropped a name for me right there. You dropped Master P. Mm-hmm. Now I remember Ghetto D. That album was just that album took over at least from the Midwest where I was from.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody had that CD. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like everybody was playing that CD.
He was running the game.
Like that. Now that's actually touch bases on an episode where we're not going to be talking about, local music. We're going to be talking about groundbreaking albums, which is going to be happening in the future. Albums that have changed the face of music. And here's a little teaser for you guys. 2 of the albums that I had mentioned already are going to be in there, which is Master P, Ghetto D, and NWA Straight Outta Compton. Those 2 albums were groundbreaking. They changed music.
Now you're going to get a lot of different opinions about stuff from the South because, they label us. We can't rap in this and see, but numbers don't lie. Look at Master P numbers.
And even look at 3-6. Now 3-6 has changed so much back from when they first emerged, because I would say there's a difference between rap and hip hop, and I would say when they first started they were rap, but now they're more like that hip hop dance, so to speak. Like you listen to Chapter 2, World Domination, and that's just like down and dirty, and it's rap.
That's still grinding.
And you listen to some of their newer stuff like twisting my body from side to side, twisting my body, lolly, 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 let me see you pop that body.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
I was like, don't get me wrong, I still jam that song. I don't care.
The Lollipop?
Oh, dude, that song. Let me tell you, when I was DJing, girls loved that song, and they would pop their And I'm sorry, when you're DJing and a girl wants to pop something, you play with it.
You turn it up and replay it. I guess.
Oh man, I'm sorry. This is like the 8th time I played this song. My bad.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
And speaking of hearing requests and stuff, man, like as far as like the music scene goes, I don't know how many times I've had people that don't listen to lyrics. I've had girls come up to me and say, "Can you play Fight Night? Do you know what that song is about, dear? Do you know what that song is about? Or can you play Blurred Lines? Do you know what that song's about?" I don't understand it. Like, I understand you're listening to the beat, but my goodness, this song is talking about a date rape. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So, we getting off track. Let's get back onto your music here. I'm sorry, man. That's what happens when you talk about music. And I'm so diverse when it comes to music. I can talk about any form of music there is. So the first track we played for you guys was The Devil's Hand. We're going to play another track for you, which is Make It Right.
Oh boy.
Is that a good or is that a bad?
Yeah, it speaks for itself, man.
It speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Now, was this like one of the first songs you ever wrote, or?
No, it was just I was going through something in life, and I said, you know what, I can't too much tell a lot of people about it, so I'm gonna just write about it. And when people ask questions about it, I'm like, I can't speak. Just enjoy the music. It's entertainment. I
don't know what to say. Just play the song. So this is gonna be Big Griff's song, Make It Right.
Life tests hard even if you got a cheat sheet. I'm Big Griff and I'ma give you just a sneak peek. I lost my way sometime back in 2012. Helpless like a nigga was under a spell. I was the fool, yeah, nigga broke the rules. Lied to myself, I thought this shit was so cool. Used, abused betrayed, abandoned. Family and friends stay asking me what happened. Rapid weight loss, then I started drinking heavy. I'm riding heavy, talking barely, keep the wheel steady. It's like I'm shooting a shot that's not makeable. I even had some thoughts to do the unthinkable. Chrome in my hand with one in the chamber. The tears down my cheek was strictly out of anger. Gifts out the blue, no date, pound just cuz. Unbreakable bond, and baby, that's just what it was.
I hope that I make it right. I hope that you stay with me through the night. The feelings have changed, I know it's true. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. I hope that I make it right. I hope that you stay with me through the night. The feelings have changed, I know it's true. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. Back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you.
Who can I trust in this life of sin? But me and my girlfriend, yeah, my girlfriend. My pressure turned up, feelings bout to bust pipes. My mind fucked up, it got me up all night looking in her face. My girl ain't got no worries, but the man in my mirror telling me another story. I'm fighting with depression, they calling in stress. I let my guard down and I took one to the chest. I'm getting texts, borderline death threats. LMAO, trust, you don't want that. I called God, he told me hit him back later. My situation getting tougher than the skin on a gator. He on time, but maybe my God watch broke. My ship sinking fast, I'm trying to keep it up afloat. Gifts out the blue, no date, pound just cuz. Unbreakable bond, and baby, that's just what it was.
I hope that I make it right. I hope that you stay with me through the night. The feelings have changed, I know it's true. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. I hope that I make it right. I hope that you stay with me through the night. The feelings have changed, I know it's true. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. Back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you.
They tell me pain is love, but that pain can hurt you so deep. You're thinking with your meat gon' have you in that hot seat. My life good, I had a few bumps in the road. I can't lie, that's my greatest story never told. I'm not perfect, can't lie, don't even try. But I'm 10 toes down to my soul in the sky. Feel me? 2016, and you looking at the new me. And honestly, this is a perfect life for me. 2 queens, 1 king in our own world. I swear I smile every time I see my baby girl. I'm mindful of my actions and my thought process. You may hurt the one you love while you trying to impress. Nowhere to turn, just some life lessons learned. Bad vibes come around, let the motherfuckers burn. This real deal talk, I'm speaking from experience. I know that bitch jamming, but I hope you really hearing this.
We should just be fucking instead of all of this fighting. The way you walk around me, your body is so enticing. No, let's get it together. Trials and tribulations I'm constantly facing. I know we gon' see greatness, we just gotta be patient. Oh, let's get it together. I hope that I make it right. I hope that you stay with me through the night. The feelings have changed, I know it's true. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. I hope that I make it right. I hope that you stay with me through the night. The feelings have changed, I know it's true. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. Back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you, back to you.
All right, guys, that was Make It Right. Make It Right, and how Big Griff says the music speaks for itself.
Yeah, no comment.
No, he's pleading the Fifth Amendment because if he spoke, he could possibly be incriminating himself. So we'll just let the music speak for itself there. Now, as everybody knows, on the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown, there is a question that is strictly, well, we shouldn't say it's strictly found on here. For all I know, there could be a podcast in Rhode Island that's talking about local music, and they might have the same question that I ask. But everybody that knows Frank E knows that I am a huge wrestling fan, and I am all behind wrestling. And we talked about this briefly here. Now, I don't know how much music you have out there, but if there was a wrestler that came up to you and said, dude, I want to use one of your songs for an entrance song, what song would you hand him?
Well, it has to be Oh No. Something to get them turned up while they walk into the ring. It got to be Oh No.
And honestly, that's probably my favorite track that you've sent me. I love that song.
That's my baby. That's my baby right there.
That's your baby, huh? Now, you're in Florida, so as wrestling fans know, there was a big event that happened for WWE in Florida just a few months, it was just a couple months ago, and that was WrestleMania, which is like the Super Bowl for wrestling. Now, you live right in Miami, so what was it like when WrestleMania happened there in Florida?
AKA a lot of traffic, a lot of business, people everywhere. Your regular restaurants you normally go to. Oh, a little longer line now. Oh, we got to take a number now. We got to wait to go. Like, goddamn, what's going? Oh, WrestleMania's here this weekend. Like, okay, but they usually warn you on the news like a couple days prior. This weekend's gonna be busy. WrestleMania.
Yeah, a friend of mine is actually from Wisconsin. He's further up north. He's in Green Bay. You know, there's a football team there. I guess they just got an expansion team. We're not going to talk about the Packers or the Slackers. Everybody knows I'm not a Packer fan, but that's okay. He flew down there, and he was posting pictures up on social media left and right. I guess like on the street signs, they even had banners for WrestleMania with different wrestlers and everything. And my wife was on one of them. I have a celebrity crush for those of you guys. Okay. Bailey is my celebrity crush. I love that woman. She is amazing. She's amazing in the ring, and I just think she's gorgeous, but that's just me.
You know, that's your wife. You should always look at her like that. You know? Tell her she's beautiful all the time. She's
not my real wife, but I can hope and dream and pray, right? I mean...
Yeah. I was a bigger wrestler fan back when The Rock and Stone Cold and all them had their wars, and that's when I was really into it.
You know, back in the day, if you were really into wrestling, this is the way that wrestling fans will describe it. If you like Stone Cold, you didn't like The Rock, and if you liked The Rock, you didn't like Stone Cold. It was like the Bears and the Packers. That's how it was. I mean, you could respect The Rock because The Rock was awesome, and you could respect Stone Cold because he was awesome. But if you liked Stone Cold, you weren't really much of... You didn't really get behind The Rock as much as... Like, I was a Stone Cold guy. Because Stone Cold was all about the blue collar, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that fucking glass break, you know, it's showtime.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. So, you know, we're getting into wrestling again, which is okay, because I can talk about wrestling just as much as I can talk about music. But let's get back on track here. Let me wheel us back in on track. Now, of the shows that you have done, I don't know how many you've done because, like I said, you're in Florida. I'm in Wisconsin. But what has probably been your most memorable show that you have done?
This one I did for Coast to Coast, maybe like 3 weeks ago. It was a contest. Like the first place, they placed you in 5 places, and the winner who won it all, they get to go to Memorial Day weekend and compete for $25,000. You know, they had celebrity judges, I was happy with my performance, and they send you a critique of your performance. All mine was good, but they said I just needed more energy, but I can't really give them what they wanted because they wanted someone to jump around. I'm almost 300 pounds. I can't be jumping around on the tables and shit and on the couches and stuff. I'm going to injure me, the people there, the stuff. So I was like, well, I'm cool with the performance. I'm cool with my critiques because they said the voice was good, the song was good, the crowd energy was good, but it need more energy. I'm like, well, I'm just not that type of rapper, man. Like I can't do what y'all want.
Smalls didn't have that much energy. Come on now.
Yeah, that's how I look at it. So that was the most memorable. But my biggest one is coming up Friday in Tampa. So that's gonna be
go Bucks.
Yeah.
Go Bucks.
I can't co-sign that, but I hear you.
Yeah, we know you're a Dolphin fan. You gotta send me some Bucks merchandise, man. Just saying. I'll send you some money. Man. Send me up some Bucks merch. We're all good.
All right, we can work that.
We can work that out. So, what's probably been one of your more favorite venues that you've played at?
Miami Live.
What was that?
Miami Live.
Miami Live.
Yeah.
Is that like a bar? Is that a club or?
It's a club, and they hold open mics out there, and it was just good energy. Like the crowd was really, when you're an artist up there and you see the crowd really engaging with you, you want to keep going. Like, hey, man, DJ, play another one, DJ, and they really show you a lot of. It's not a hating environment because there's a lot of artists in the crowd, but everyone showing each other love.
Yeah,
and that's why I was like, that was good. Like you look out in the crowd, you see this person nodding their head, this person move. I'm like, okay, they rocking with me in here. So I'm like, okay, I like Miami Live, and it's a smaller place, so it's more intimate type.
Well, I know when I had spoke to other bands so far, they said, now this is just rock. I'm not, and we're not discrediting hip hop or rap or R&B or country or anything, but they said personally from their own opinion, they like playing in the smaller bars because when they play in the smaller bars, it's more intimate with the audience, with the crowd, and with the fans, and they can actually get out and interact with the crowd. Now, there was a band that I interviewed a while back, Fatal Havoc, which is a metal band from Chicago, and my first time seeing this band was at a really tiny bar in Kenosha called Crystals, and it was the stage or the area where they played was actually pretty small, but you were right up, like, here's the band and here's you're like right in their face, and like Big Griff said, he a big guy. I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy and I'm crippled. I'm sitting around with a cane, and these guys had so much energy that I was just going to town with them. And Sean, the lead singer, as you guys know, because I talked about this, but Griff hasn't heard this story, and in case you guys haven't heard that episode, well, now you're going to hear it again, or you're going to hear it, and if you heard it right, well, now you're going to hear it again. He jumped. He came off the stage, quote unquote, because it's not really a stage, but he came off the stage area, and he was singing with me when they did a cover song. And he was like, dude, that was probably one of his most favorite shows that he's done because it was so intimate, with the crowd.
Yeah.
So now going to it, do you prefer like the smaller venues like that, or do you prefer the bigger venues?
Smaller.
The smaller. So
yeah, because if it's too big, if not enough people there, it look empty. So you like it just when it's smaller, it don't need to have 1 million people in there to look like you got a nice sized crowd anyway.
So you heard it here first, Madison Square Garden. Big Griff does not want to play.
Well, wait a minute. Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. You want me playing at Madison Square Garden? I'll take a big venue.
Damn right.
Wait a minute.
Preferably,
Let me retract my statement.
Hell no.
So we talked about the song earlier, which was one of my personal favorite tracks that he's did, which Griff said if a wrestler came up to him, he would choose this track, and it's Oh No. So what's the meaning behind Oh No? Because we're gonna spin it here in just a second, but tell us about Oh No before I start spinning it for these guys.
Oh no, we got him like oh no. Pretty much, I heard a song and I was like, you know what? Most of my songs was slow paced. I said, you know what? I want something where I can speed it up a little bit. So was in there, wrote it. And I'm like, I really ain't got no concept for it. I'm like, well, I can always talk about haters. We got them haters mad at us. So I said, you know what? They always talking shit about me. So I got it. When the haters see me, what they say to themselves? Oh no. Oh no. They don't want to see us with them big bankrolls. Doze up, hopping out of Lambo. They don't want to see me do that. So, Oh No was birthed.
There you go, guys. That's how. So, the actual reference to the Lambo was just like a metaphoric.
Well, no, because I drove it.
Well, no, I'm like we're saying to the song, like, metaphorically speaking, a hater does not want to see you rolling up with a bankroll and hopping out of a Lambo.
Yeah.
It was a metaphor, but yet you have drove one.
Yes.
But at least you ain't rapping about a Bugatti, because I don't understand that song.
Oh, no.
I don't go in my new Bugatti. Why are you sleeping in a Bugatti anyway, dude? Like, why would you do that? Why?
No, living that lifestyle, man. Maybe he pulled up to his house, so drunk from the club, and just fell asleep.
I woke up in my new Bugatti.
Exactly.
So, all right, guys. This is going to be the future wrestling song. You heard it here first. There's going to be a guy in the future that's going to come down to the ramp at WrestleMania to this song. Yes. And this is Oh No.
Kids on the block, Big Griff, young drop, playing no games. Let that bullshit stop. And I see a lot of frenemies, even niggas killing me, hating on the nigga, cause they feeling where they supposed to be. Relationships sank, so I headed to the bank. Fuck what they talking about and fuck what them niggas think. I'm about $1 still popping Gucci collar. I'm far from broke, I'm getting closer to a baller. These hoes love the way the boss nigga do his thing. 300-pound plus with a python nigga lane. I think they mad I'm at the top of the class, they at the bottom looking up, I'm showing my ass. They don't wanna see us with them big bank rolls. Doze up, hopping out of Lambo. Top flow, digging down a bad hole. Jury game, ice cold, got them like, oh no. Oh no, we got them like, oh no. Oh no, them haters like, oh no. Oh no, we got them like, oh no. Oh no, we got them like, oh no.
And we got them like, oh no. I keep that 9 on me, yeah, I'm talking wrong mo. So if you niggas move wrong, then I'ma let it blow. You think we walking around with all this shit, that for show? I drop a couple racks on my chain and let it snow. I'm pulling up in the lemon, yeah, your shit slow. I pick these hoes out, I'm talking any mighty mo. I pass him the Griff and then he Blake Griff your hoe. Ain't no competition fucking with the fucking gang. I'm in the big body, I'ma need 2 lanes. Keep you niggas from around me, I ain't a homo, man. But if you bring your bitch, we just might run a train.
They don't wanna see us with them big bank rolls. Doze up, hopping out of Lambo. Top flow, digging down a bad hole. Jury game, ice cold, got them like, oh no. Oh no, we got them like, oh no. Oh no, them haters like, oh no. Oh no, we got them like, oh no. Oh no, we got them like, oh no. Back in the day, I used to keep a low pro. Now my silhouette is the real nigga logo. No competition, most you niggas is my sons. A team of hard heads, chop them down for fun. Got a problem with me? You better sit back and think about it. I let that thing loose, nigga won't think about it. A fat nigga, but I'm smooth and quick. Like a urinal bitch, I don't take no shit. Listen, I'm in your hood like your motherfucking OG. Matter of fact, your punk ass OG owe me. It's Big Griff, nigga, get it right. Pay attention, straight up out of Broward. You know a nigga had to mention. They don't wanna see us with them big bank rolls, doze up, hopping out a Lambo. Top flow, digging down a bad hole. Jury game, nice cold. Got 'em like, oh no, we got 'em like, oh no, them haters like, oh no, we got 'em like, oh no, we got 'em like, oh no. Oh no, I gotta make 'em mad, make 'em mad.
Oh no!
We got him like, oh no.
Oh no!
My baby.
That's his baby. Is that like your masterpiece song? Oh no!
Yeah. That's one they want to hear when I go to the clubs. It was playing in Atlanta this weekend. I'm like, oh shit! I see it on Instagram. I'm like, hey, that's my song.
So people are actually starting to spin your stuff. Like local DJs are starting to spin your stuff.
Not even local, like New Jersey and Atlanta. I'm like, okay. Wow. I just get tagged in it on Instagram. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, I tell you what, when I start DJing again, I'm gonna spin. Oh no!
Damn right, I appreciate it. Keep it spinning.
I know there's
a friend to tell a friend.
There was a guy that does EDM music that I interviewed a few weeks back. Spruke. He's got a huge music library. He's from Buffalo, New York, and I've been friends with him for about 5 years, and I spun one of his songs while I was DJing, and the crowd just went nuts. And I hit him up on Facebook. I'm like, dude, the crowd is loving your music. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, dude, I'm playing your song while I'm DJing at work. And he was just like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. So then I like, he was like, dude, keep spinning it then if they like it. I'm like, I am. I'm going to play that all day long.
Right.
So we may have touched on this a little bit, but the big question we're going to ask you is, like, what are some of your current projects that you're doing, like, right now? And what do you see for Big Griff in the future? Like, do you see a future full length album? Because I know on iTunes it's just the singles, like you can buy just the one song. But do you see like a future full length album coming out? Like, do you see yourself going on tour with like Master P? Like, or
wow, it's crazy you asked me this. Just last night, I'm talking to my manager, and he told me we got to stop putting out singles. We need to just do a body of work and let the people tell you what the single should be. I said, okay, so that's the next step. And nice. We're going to put together an actual 10-song project. We got the songs, just got to go through which ones we're going to pick. But as I say, I'm looking at it as an artist. You know, I think all my songs are ready, but he was like, you would say that, you're an artist. Let the people decide what's hot.
I'll help you with that process. Don't mind me. Okay. I think Oh No should be on there, though. I'm just telling you.
That's what I thought. Like,
oh, no!
Other people may not. I'm like, well, you know what? That's okay.
You just hit me up, be like, hey, you think this song should be on there? I'll be like, yeah, or oh, no. But I tell you what, when that album gets done, you better have a physical copy. I want it signed and sent to my house. So I'd be like, look, dude, I interviewed this guy. I got it signed, and now look, he he headlining. He's got Jay-Z opening up for him. What's up?
Wait a minute, that's a big statement. God damn.
Dude, he just played Madison Square Garden. Damn. What up?
Yeah, but that, you know, hopefully, you know, I'm starting to get a lot more shows now. So
now,
hopefully,
you got a Reverb Nation page. Do you have like an actual website where people can go and get in contact with you? Because I know I first hit you up on Facebook. But is there like, where can people get a hold of you if they're interested of like say if they want you to do a show? Like, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, I can leave my email, but Reverb is probably the best way to get to me right now.
Reverb, okay.
Yeah.
Now, is Reverb Nation like a website that, like, pretty much like you're saying, like, well, my website's Reverb Nation, or do you have an actual website, or Do you prefer people to find you on Facebook, or do you like Reverb or?
Reverb on Facebook is cool, you know, but Instagram, any social network.
Okay.
They all sync as one on my phone, so I get all the alerts, so whatever it is. So.
Well, you know, I will put up the links right below the video for Big Griff's Facebook and the link to his Reverb Nation page. We'll even ask, do you have a Twitter? Do you tweet?
No, I never got into that.
He never got into
me
tweeting.
I need to.
Twitter helps, dude. Let me tell you. I have gotten contact with many people through Twitter. It helps. It does help. Now, I don't have at this point in time, because like I said, I pre-record everything, and this was the best time for Griff and I to work this all out. But at this point in time, now this could change by the time I post this video up, I do not have an actual Twitter for the podcast. There isn't. I just use my own personal Twitter, and I tweet about the podcast on there. I don't have an Instagram for the podcast.
What?
No, I don't have an Instagram for the podcast. I have my own Instagram.
Okay.
And I post about the podcast on my Instagram. You know, like if I take a picture with one of the bands that's going to be on, I'll be like, hey, XYZ band's going to be on the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown. Booyah, check it out, you know?
Okay.
But, yeah, that's, I mean, I don't have anything personally for the podcast yet as far as social media outlets other than the Facebook page. And the YouTube page, the YouTube page kind of goes both ways. It's mine, but I mainly use it for... It's mine. I post some stuff up on there, but I mainly use it for the podcast to post the podcast videos up and such.
Okay.
Now, do you have any videos out on YouTube or no?
Oh yeah, I got Make It Right video, Fat Boy Too Cool, Oh No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be saying that all day now. I'll be like, oh no.
That's not a problem.
That's gonna be my phrase for the rest of the day. Be like, oh no, look out!
Yeah, all they gotta do is go YouTube, Big Griff videos, and they see the whole lineup.
I'm gonna put the link down for that right below this too. Speaking of Lambos, this has been another thing that's been referenced here on Unsigned and Unhinged. I make many movie quotes or movie references while doing the show. Have you ever seen 22 Jump Street?
That's what the Seth...
Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got my Lambo. And he's sitting there driving a little mini Lambo. And like when they're in the chase scene at the end, he's like, oh, I get to drive a Lambo. And he's just like, dude, you're a faster runner. You run, I'll drive the Lambo. How do I drive this thing? You got to let it drive you, man. You got to let it drive you. I'm like, oh my God.
It's pretty powerful, man.
I've never been in one. But from, like my childhood, when I was growing up, everybody was like, ooh, a Lamborghini or ooh, a Ferrari. Now I'm like, dude, I don't care.
Yeah,
I had Lamborghini and Ferrari posters in my room when I was, a preteen, you know what I mean? Or a tween.
Mm-hmm.
I had those kind of stuff up in my room. Plus I had my gigantic Ryan Sandberg poster. Wink, wink. Go Cubbies. World Series champions, baby.
You got that.
So we're gonna spin our last song here for you guys, which is Justice. And Griff, why don't you tell us a little bit about this song here?
Oh boy, well, every time you turn on social media, the TV, you see something about... Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hold on. Damn it. You see stuff about police brutality, and I've been quiet about it for a long time. I say, you know what? I'm just throw one song out there and I'm gonna be done with it, and that's what it is, man.
So kind of almost referring back to the NWA days of fuck the police.
Well, I won't say that because I say in the song all cops ain't bad, but it's not a.
Well, that was also a different time. That was also a different era. And not only that, like a different location, you know, a different geographical area. Like in Compton, you know, it's really bad for, you know, African Americans, you know, not trying to play the race card or anything, but it was really bad for African Americans back then. And from what I hear, it's still pretty bad now. It just doesn't make the news as much as it did back then. But as far as back then, it was also massive gang violence on top of it. So it just made it worse. It made it a lot worse. So, you know, and as far as, you know, justice goes for your song, I would say it's not a direct scenario with the NWA song, but I would say it's kind of similar. But not really. I don't know the exact words I'm looking for right now. I'm not an English major. I'm a business major, okay?
Okay.
I'm a business major. What I'm trying to do is graduate from college, open up my own business, and I want to start my own record label and recording studio and just start signing local talent. And this podcast is my key to getting everybody on my label.
You got to start somewhere, man.
Everyone's got to have a dream. Everyone's got to have a dream. So, you know, we got Justice coming up here, but before I spin that, I just want to give a shout out to Big Griff for coming on. Thank you for coming on Unsigned and Unhinged. It was a pleasure.
No. Thank you, man.
I love reaching out to you. Like, dude, you're all the way down in Florida. And I'm in Wisconsin, and Reverb Nation and social media is what helped us get in connection with each other. So a shout out to social media, but massively, thank you for coming on the show.
My pleasure, my brother. Hopefully I'll be back.
Well, hopefully we'll get you back on again. Maybe when that record drops, you get that full length going, I'll get you on a special episode where we can boost that album some.
I'm speechless. Thank you. Is that good enough? Thank you.
He's speechless. He's speechless. See, that's what Frank E does.
Just feel
he makes
good,
everybody
man.
Speechless. All right, guys.
A rapper speechless.
So this is Justice from Big Griff. We're saying deuces, and as always, keep supporting that local music scene. I'll catch you guys next time.
Yes.
Yeah, Supreme, man. This shit been on my mind for a minute. So I decided to just go ahead and speak on it for once, man. Change it up a little bit. Get these niggas some real talk for a minute. I got shit on my chest, besides a vest. In this crazy ass world, fucked up is my mindset. On my knees, Lord, give me some patience. Hit them sirens and my heart get to racing. Protect and serve, that's supposed to be the oath. Protect and serve, that's a motherfucking joke. Cops kill a nigga, get a paid vacay. People know it's wrong, but they look the other way. What's right is right. If it's wrong, fuck it, it's wrong. Recorded on the phone, people doing us wrong. Fuck it, I'm pouring out them 2 tears in the bucket. Grab that 45, load it up and bust it. Yeah, I'm charged up. I'm really down for the cause. Got my middle fingers up, screaming fuck the law. Well, that's what I wanna do, but let's keep it real. This white man world and that shit's really real. I was born black. Take a picture, Kodak. Same crime, different color. Watch that different they act. Man, it's all good. Nah, it really ain't. You can live like a saint, still die before you blink. That life a crime. No, that ain't my vibe. In my hoodie buying Skittles, I can catch that ride. Or selling CDs, all of a sudden I can't breathe. I can hear my mama now. Oh Lord, help me please. Hands up. All of a sudden don't take my life. I got a kid and a wife, ain't trying to die tonight. All cops ain't bad, but the bad do exist. They the man with the hammer, think they too legit to quit. A problem with this verse, check the man in your mirror. Dig a little deeper, try to get a clearer picture. It's not black and white, it's blue versus black. Justice for all, but the justice we lack is fucked up, and ain't no help in sight. I'm staring down the tunnel trying to see that light. Mari had a dream, had to leave it on the pillow top. Yeah, he put it on the album, then that nigga album flop. Can't drop the ball like the Falcons in the bowl. If we all come together, be the greatest story told. I'm just venting, had to get it off my chest. Therapy, no bench press. One love, God bless.